Hello everyone, welcome back to the Geek Blend. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jason.
And welcome back to another episode of the Cantina. During the 31 days of Halloween here on the Geek Blend, you will see these pumpkin beer reviews kind of scattered out through the month, so they won't be like on Tuesdays, although we still have our regular Cantina on Tuesdays, so check those out. But this is a special one. This comes from a brewery that we both do enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy both them as far as their beer, and I am an absolute fan of their art.
Oh, me too.
Artwork is fucking phenomenal. First of all, you incorporate kitties, cats, whatever the hell you want to call them. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I'm all in, man. Jolly Pumpkin?
Yes.
Jolly Pumpkin.
This is a Michigan brewery. They've been around for a little while, I think. It's oak-aged Michigan sour beer. Woo! This is their bottle. It's a bomber. It's called. So if you're like, why does his hand look so small? It's because the bottle's so big.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the bottle.
It's because we're fucking badasses, and this is how much beer we're gonna drink. No.
Chug them. We're just gonna chug the whole bottle.
This is only beer number 2 of the day, so
Yeah.
this was kind of a stupid ass idea, but
Yeah.
after the beer we just did, and no offense, I kind of felt like we needed to pick me up,
Yes.
and I really feel like this is going to be a good one. Jolly Pumpkin makes phenomenal beers.
They really do.
I don't think we've even done a Jolly
We
Pumpkin.
haven't. You got one of the.
Yeah, I got one
of the-
too. But they technically only sell their beers in bombers. I don't think I've ever found a 6-pack.
I've got a 16-ounce can in there.
Okay. So
yeah.
then they do smaller ones. Everything they do.
Sorry.
Yeah, but they normally I find a lot of their beers in bombers whenever I'm out shopping around. Yeah, it's like when you go to a restaurant and was this a good vintage?
This is aged from 1961.
Yeah, all that shit. But no, all that aside, man, I'm stoked. The artwork on it's kick ass.
I love it. I love it so much.
I remember whenever I first heard about this.
It's a
brewery,
cat with bat wings.
I
love it.
You know, somebody told me Jolly Pumpkin, and I'm like, what is it? A pumpkin? You know, my brain immediately just shot to pumpkin beer. They don't just do obviously pumpkin beers. They do all sorts of beers.
Well, it's funny too. Wait till I read the back of it. So Jolly Pumpkin's been around since 2004. By the way, I freaking love their logo.
Yeah, their logo's badass.
It's really small on the. If you guys can see it up the top there, but I will put it on the screen as well. But here's the funny thing about what it says here. It says, okay, so the joke was Jolly Pumpkin doesn't brew a pumpkin beer. Well, now we do. Packed with real pumpkins, hints of spice, and a gentle kiss of cacao to liven the soul, and every day easy way to fill your squashy quotient. Guess now, folks, we'll have to find something else to joke about. So
who the fuck do they hire to write this shit?
It's only 5.9% alcohol by volume.
That's not bad.
It is an ale brewed and flavored with pumpkin spices and cacao. It's Jolly Pumpkin's Sour Pumpkin Ale number 1. So the thing about Jolly Pumpkin is, I don't think they brew anything beside. Well, yeah, they have like barrel aged beers and like their ales, but most what I've seen they do is sour stuff.
Yeah.
The first one I ever bought, which was the one I think I sent you a picture of, you're like, yeah, I've had that's really good.
Yeah.
They actually sell them at Meijer, those bottles. Even that limited bottle they have at Meijer.
Yeah.
But this one I only found at one of our local liquor stores. Meijer didn't have it. I'm ready to try this one, man.
Me too, man.
I'm really excited. I love that cap too.
Yeah. This is just going to be an all-around fun beer, I feel.
They do a great job with their packaging and just everything they do.
I got that off clean as shit, dude.
To me, it's a different kind of brewery to me. They just seem like they really put a lot of... I know a lot of other breweries do this too, but they seem to put a lot of care into their stuff that they do. And it's funny too, because the last one I had was like a boysenberry, I think, with another berry, but it was really red, like almost really dark red. And this is like the golden kind of, what you would expect from a pumpkin beer.
Right.
And I already have a sour smell in my nose. Yeah.
I got it immediately. Just pouring it.
It's called La Parcela. What the name of this one is. La Parcela.
That is just a freaking gorgeous color beer.
It really is.
Honestly. Like, it looks like a dehydrated piss that you would take. after a
Not been,
a long
bender.
ass day in the sun, but man, it's beautiful and
Oh, dude.
it smells phenomenal.
It smells like
really
it's got the
excited.
sour smell to it, but you smell the pumpkin spices.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, what the fuck did I just get into?
Yeah,
here?
you get it in there, so I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Cheers. Cheers.
Woo!
That was
Sour bites.
way more sour than I anticipated. Oh, it's still biting me, dude. Oh,
That's a sour beer.
fuck.
Remember the last sour we did? We're like, why isn't this sour? That jelly donut thing, and
Yeah.
and then we're like, oh, we did this. And it's like sour. It just hit me and like punched me. Man,
It's good.
it's got a damn good flavor to it.
So good. Like,
Wow.
I never. Normally, when I drink these sour beers that are that sour, like, I mean, that sat there and hung on my. I guess that would be where your lymph nodes are, maybe.
Wow, it's
Or at
like
least technically.
oh
That's,
yeah.
Like it hung back there for a second, but like normally I only get that with like citrusy sour beers that like you'll read about them and they'll have like some kind of lemon or there's some kind of tart sour. Like this is very, very tart for being a pumpkin beer, but you still get this pumpkin-y kind of almost rich pumpkin flavor out of it. That's a weird combination to
Got
know
a
that
really
like,
great flavor though.
that you're getting that kind of pumpkin flavor out of something, but it's biting you that hard in the back of your throat. I mean, my eyes almost watered. Like I felt my eyes swelling up, like when you're about to cry. That's how sour it was. I just don't think I was prepared for it.
No,
Wow.
I think it's because that last sour beer we did was not very sour. I think that's why.
Yeah, I think this is like if Warheads made a pumpkin sour
Yeah.
pumpkin candy.
Yeah.
This is what it would be like. Like it would be a pumpkin flavored sour piece of candy. Like it's just immediate.
It hits you really hard.
I like it.
Me too. It's really, really the flavor on it is really good.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
flavor's phenomenal too.
it's got that rich pumpkin taste to it, but also with that like
Nutmeg.
that like pumpkin spice, like allspice kind of mixed through like the cinnamon, nutmeg, and this different spices in the pumpkin pie, with like a rich actual pumpkin taste.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's like the atomic pumpkin.
Yes.
It actually tastes like like actual pumpkin.
Yeah. That's the one thing that I fell in love with that atomic pumpkin as soon as I tried it was how much it just tasted like if you were spooning, eating spoonfuls of pumpkin flavored gunk out of a can,
Or eating
but
it from
had,
the damn pumpkin. Yeah.
But it had like
It's got that.
it's got that spicy kick to it.
Like the,
This is like the sour kick. You're getting that same exact flavor. You're just getting that different experience of
yeah.
tasting it. Whereas like the atomic, you get that heat. You're like, shit, that's actually in the back of my throat, kind of, spicing me up a little. This is like this perfect sour,
It really is.
just
It's fantastic.
crazy finish that you get.
It's actually just fantastic.
Yeah, I absolutely,
I'm definitely going to go buy another one.
I would.
So, saying that, it's absolute thumbs up. No, I mean, there's no question.
No questions,
about it.
no questions. I would love to have this poster.
Oh, me too. That's
I would hang this
I
poster
love
on my
that.
my wall.
I just
every
love the
year
artwork.
at Christmas time, at Halloween time. What the fuck am I?
Or the
talking
Nightmare
about?
Before Christmas
Yeah,
time.
the Nightmare Before Christmas time. Man, that's just cool. It's really cool. But
I'm going to keep that bottle.
I would. That's a cool bottle, man.
Eventually, we will have some bottles behind us. I'm going to put some shelving in to actually put some cans and bottles from some of our favorite stuff behind us. So we'll see how long it takes for that to kind of grow.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Grow that wall or hall or wall of fame. We'll call it
Yes.
wall of fame. The wall of fame.
Yeah, we'll start once we get the shelving put up and everything, we'll actually say, hey, this is going to go on the wall of fame like during the video. But
Good idea. Yeah.
I've got a few saved, ready to go. So
Yeah.
The-
There's just been a few that both him and I we just been like, holy shit, this beer's unreal.
yeah, it does that sour bite is so. But when you get a sour beer, you expect that. And like I said, I think we weren't expecting it because the last sour we did, it really wasn't there. It was like, some sour, but
you're getting a lot of these. We're getting a lot of these breweries too now that are claiming they have, that their beers are sours or, goses or whatever, and they might have a little bit of tartness or sourness to them, but like when you get a real actual sour like this, the one that it will literally make you pucker when you drink it. That's what I'm looking for.
Me too.
That's what I'm absolutely looking for. So,
and being a huge fan of sour stuff is, like I said, even as a kid, I used to eat lemons. Like I loved eating lemons, and then sour candies when I got older. I'm like, oh, this is right on my alley. And then when you introduced me to sour beers, I'm like, oh, I didn't know they made sour beers. I want all of them.
Yeah, because they're delicious.
They are. They're really, really good.
Damn me for being such a hardhead and not wanting to drink them when I first heard about them and even tried my first one. I didn't like it, and it was almost like a repetitious beating in my head from my wife at the time. She was like, try this, this is good, this is good. And finally I was like, oh wow, these are really good.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
But I'm glad we jumped ahead to this one, even though we've actually been putting this one off for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
Only because it's such a big beer. You hate to waste that. In my mind of minds, this would be a great beer to share, obviously between friends. 3, 4 friends. Each one would probably be able to get, a good pint's worth almost out of it. But it's a damn good beer. I definitely kind of want to go find as many bottles as we can of it, to be honest. But
it's really good.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, good job, Jolly Pumpkin.
Fantastic job. The fact that you brewed a pumpkin beer that is now in my top 5, well, actually, it's probably my top 3 now, because it's really, really hard for anybody to knock Atomic off that top spot right now. It's as close. It's getting there. That's what I'm looking for. I think we're maybe 7 or 8. This might be the 6th or 7th one we're trying, and I've got a ton more to try. So we'll see. Like I said at the end, I'm going to do a top 5 for you guys about what I think is the best out of the best.
Atomic Pumpkin is
okay.
It's a hard one to knock off its pedestal, to be honest. I've had Warlock. I think I actually had it the first year it was released, or at least the first year I recall ever hearing about it, and I was just like, oh my god, this beer's unreal. But then New Belgium came along with this Atomic Pumpkin probably 3 years ago, maybe. I think they're going on, this is year number 3 of this. And it was the first year that they had launched it. And I'd never had a spicy pumpkin beer, and I think that's why I liked it so much, because I'm so prone to eating spicy foods. I love hot sauce. I'm a weird person. I collect hot sauces. I have a huge collection. I'm sure there's geeks out there like me that are obsessed with hot sauces too. I actually have a cousin who is a chemist, and he makes his own hot sauces, and he personally leaves these things for me in my mailbox for me to try. And I literally called him on his last one, and I said, this is chemical warfare. This is literally so hot you couldn't technically consider this food. And he said that as far as like the chemical compound and breakdown of it, by the Geneva Convention, it would be considered a chemical weapon. And I was like, how in the fuck do you expect me to put this in my body? But all that aside, we grew up loving hot things, and we would always try to test each other's limits. So it's kind of cool, to see that. But I think that's that little side story. That's where my love for the Atomic Pumpkin comes from, is because it's a combination of I love pumpkin beer so much, but it has. And it's not like an insane heat. It's not. It's not a heat that's going to burn you. It's just a heat that would catch you by surprise.
It does. And I think it scares people from trying it, because I go around here and it's still readily available.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think it is. I think I bought like 3. After I tried it originally, the first 6-pack I bought, I went to Meijer and actually found some more. And I bought 3 more of the little 6-packs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm if I see it again, I'm going to buy more, because. And I gave it to my brother, and he's like, I don't know about this. I'm like, just drink it and tell me when you drink it. And he still hasn't drank it. I think people are scared by the fact it's brewed with chilies.
It does. It scares a lot of people.
Don't let it scare you.
It's almost like a tingling effect.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
More than a burning. It's just like this cool little sensation you get in the back of your throat. Kind of warms you up. But the pumpkin flavor is so spot on
it is.
that you really have a hard time even being concerned or worrying about it. And that's kind of where we're at with this beer. You know, it's so tart and so sour that I don't want people to be like, oh, I don't know about a sour beer. I don't know. But like, it's almost like an entertaining enjoyment part. Like you said, like when you eat a Warheads candy,
Yep.
you know you're going to get that reward after you get past that intense sourness. And that's exactly what you do. You get past that sourness and you get that just spot on perfect pumpkin flavor with that little bit of cinnamon nutmeg kind of.
It's just fantastic.
This is a good beer, man. Just all around. I like it. I like it a lot.
The fact that it's barely even 6% alcohol by volume, so it's not really like heavy.
It's not heavy. It's not something that like, I mean, in all honesty, as we're sitting here on camera, him and I both were like, we won't drink this. We'll
I was like, I'll save it for later.
He said, yeah, I'll recap it and I'll save it for later. It's
almost gone.
I'm literally kind of dribbling the last few drops out of this as I speak.
It is delicious.
Yeah, this is,
Molly would love that.
as you can see.
You need to buy some for that for have her try that. Plus, I think I'm going to keep that bottle and actually use it as a Halloween decoration. Maybe put some black roses in it.
Yeah. I mean, this can I can easily recap this.
It is
like so.
It's a fantastic beer. It's just a fantastic beer. And like I said, the artwork on the front, I'm like, wow.
There you go.
The bat the cat with the bat wings on it.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
Just, it's really really cool.
All the colors.
And then the jack-o'-lantern at the bottom too, and it's just. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Halloween time. That's why we're doing all this stuff for 31 days of Halloween, and
it's the best time of year, people. Fuck.
Yep.
God, I love this time of year. It's not even so much Halloween. It's just the seasonal change that I love so much.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of like the bitter, just -6 degrees cold weather, but I love when we go from that, we transition from summer to winter in that middle area, this fall time. I love it so much. It's hoodie season. It's sitting around. It's sitting around, bonfires, campfires. You can still enjoy going outside, but it's not so damn hot that you're sweating your ass off. But like this is what these beers bring out of, I feel like, all of us whenever we drink them. You get that feeling of like, man, I just want to sit around a campfire with a bunch of my buddies and tie a couple on. These are the beers that I feel like are just perfect to complement that time of year.
Yeah.
So if you guys spot this out there, whatever, pick it up. It's a huge thumbs up in both of our books. Winter, chicken dinner.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Jolly Pumpkin does fantastic stuff. Like, there's still one in the fridge for our regular Cantina stuff that we haven't even done yet. And so I'm excited for that too. Now, especially after this, I'm even more excited because that's a barrel aged. Like I don't even think it's kind of a sour ale, but it's more of an ale versus a sour, so it's something different.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a session ale.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to try that too.
You want to try it?
I don't remember what it's called, but it looks like it says "How you doing?" like from Street Fighter. It's Hydro something, but I'm excited to try now. But if you guys can find this out anywhere, pick it up immediately. If you find something from Jolly Pumpkin in general in a bomber, they have some really good sours. Pick it up.
Yeah,
they make fantastic beers. But definitely check them out if you can find them. I definitely would recommend it, hands down.
Yeah,
like Jolly Pumpkin does amazing stuff. They put a lot of time and effort into their beers, and you can tell. You can definitely tell. But yeah. That was a good one. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad and we finished it. I mean,
finito.
Wow, that flavor is so good.
Yeah,
it is. But thank you guys for watching this episode of the Cantina during the 31 days of Halloween. Hope you guys are enjoying all the content on the channel and all the different pumpkin beer reviews, because there is going to be a lot of those. Because I mean, they make hundreds of pumpkin beers.
I don't even know if, I mean, I Do you have to potty? Okay. Well,
on that note, we're going to end this. So thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you do like what this video and you're like, I want to see some more of the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jason.
And this is the Geek Blend. And remember, if you geek about it,
we're going to speak about it. My dog's going to piss all over us.
we will see you guys next time. Have a good one.